Alright, so here's the deal. I'm going to do a vlog today. It's not going to be an adventurous, epic mountain bike vlog. It's really just going to be me going out to my favorite trail and bringing you along. Anyway, there'll be no drone footage. There'll be no slow-mo backflips. There'll be no stunts, really. That's not really my thing. I can barely jump my bike. I like flowy and technical and fun trails. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, stick around. I got a trail for you, and I'm heading out to right now. Today's trail is Landslide Trail. It is out in Hidden Springs. It's not a very long trail. It's only about 2 miles long. And you gotta climb, man, I forget the stats. I wanna say it's like 600 or 700 foot to get up to it. But the descent is always worth it. Every time I ride this trail, I have a good time. And I really think more people should get to enjoy it. So that is the plan for today. Highlight one of my favorite trails. All right, made it out to the trailhead. We're at a Dry Creek trailhead. There's a lot of power line construction going on this year, so this will be an interesting little trip. If you're new to Filthy Casual, you should know that I'm not here to break records. Most of my riding is pretty casual. I feel like there's just something really important about getting away from the grind of the day job and getting away from, you know, the group text messages and the memes and all that stuff, and just getting outside, man, enjoying life. So that's what we're gonna do today. Go ride a fun trail, get a little vitamin D and a little workout in. Okay, so the first little bit of this trail is climbing. I'm not gonna show much of that because who wants to watch somebody climb uphill and huffing and puffing? So we'll do a little bit of a time warp for that, and then we'll get to, I'm probably gonna go up one of the other trails so I can get a little warm up in before I head over to Landslide. Hey, how was it?
That was awesome.
I heard the traction is pretty good. I was nervous about the clay being wet. Pretty good.
I mean, you'll see some sides that might be a little wet, but...
Yeah. Good to know. Did you go do Landslide?
Yep.
Nice.
Well, it is running real nice.
Perfect. That's where I'm headed. I've been waiting to get out here to check it out.
Yeah.
All right. Leaving Dry Creek, we're gonna Dry Creek parking lot. I feel like that needs to be clarified. Red Tail Trail number 71. Working our way up. This is what I was talking about. Idaho Power's out here doing a lot of power line work in a lot of these areas. Okay, there's a couple different ways you can get out to Landslide. You can stay on Red Tail and go that way. I'm gonna stay on Chukkar Butte and go up. I just like this climb better. It gets a little bit more flow, a little warm up in, instead of going straight to Landslide Trail. This whole area has a lot of clay in the dirt, so when it rains, people come out here and get on it, it turns to like concrete really, really quick. So all the imperfections from people leaving footprints or bike tracks stick around a lot longer. So I try to not ride out here like for chasing hero dirt, for just risk of damaging the trails more than you get to enjoy them. You can't really see it probably, but the amount of like concrete level bike track is wild. But I do love the flow out here. Trail builders did a really good job. This Chukkar Butte trail is a lot of fun to come down because it's just a steady descent, which is also why I like climbing up it, because it's just steady enough to get a good climb in, but not like suffer for too long. Get that heart rate up, get the cardio going, and then get to enjoy the rest of the area. But it is a ton of fun to come down. Like, you just see the way it winds through this area. Okay, so we're still climbing Chukkar Butte across the road. This is the section that's kind of cool, in and out of the rocks. There's definitely been some horse traffic, leaving some piles in the trail and some marks on it. This is another trail, a lot of fun to come down. Oh, it's some alternate lines developing. That's cool. Okay, we are, oh man, I don't remember what trail I'm on now. Just turned off of Chukkar Butte though. This goes down to Landslide, like the junction, and I just really love the descent, so get 2 workouts in today, or 2 climbs, I guess. All right, headed downhill to the road. So this will be a fun little section. First downhill of the ride. Just kind of enjoy it, loosen up, get ready for landslide. Been riding a hardtail lately. It feels so good to have full suspension. Although I forgot that my front brake is all jacked up. Remember that. Yeah, it's way gone. Probably need pads. God, it's so weird not having very much front brake. Woo! Just love the way these trails flow. There's a soft corner, stay inside. Man, front brake is gone. There you go. Okay, Currant Creek, part 2. bumpy. People must have been out here when it was wet because of this chattering. Need to adjust my brake. I got an idea to fix it. Oh! Oof. All right, working our way over to Landslide now. Whoa, wrong gear. I'm gonna try and give myself a little challenge today. I'm at the junction at Redtail and Currant Creek. We'll be coming up this section here behind me after the loop, but I have never been able to make this climb from here to the top without stopping. So I'm gonna stop right here, catch my breath, and see if I can actually clear this climb without stopping for the first time. I am on my full suspension. I've been riding my daughter's bike, which is a hardtail, and that thing is so awesome for climbing. This, not so much. I even have the Diamondback geared down, so it's just so fun to climb. But not so much on the intense. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, so I set out to climb Landslide for the first time without stopping. Normally when I come out here, it's middle of summer and it's hot. As you can tell, there is no shade out here. Classic Boise foothills. And yeah, we did it. Finally made it to the top without stopping. I got to the false summit behind me and thought that was the end of the climb. I thought it was right here, only to have my hopes dashed and have another hill to climb. So, but pulled it out. That was kind of fun. I'm glad I set forth a little challenge for myself. I think it took 13 minutes or something like that to get to the top. Now we're gonna head downhill, down Landslide, all the way down to the bottom, and then head on out of here. My new tradition has been to bring an apple and sit on the trail and enjoy an apple, just to force myself to pause and enjoy, one, the view, and two, just like my health and my body, and to appreciate all the things I have in my life and to not take them for granted. So something about just having the time to eat an apple seems to be about the appropriate amount of time to pause and consider those things, especially on a beautiful day like today. Okay, real talk for just a second. That crash the other day, it didn't really mess with me right after the crash, and then a couple days after, like I was just sore from this old carcass hitting the ground that hard. But I'm out here at a Hidden Springs, and there's quite a bit of lava rock out here, and like rock obstacles and loose rock, and I don't know how much of it's just a mental thing, but I mean it's all mental. But like every rock that I roll over, I can feel the scab on my elbow from where I hit the ground. And then I find myself thinking like, ooh, what if you would have crashed right there? What if you would have lost the front end and slammed your elbow into that rock? And I'm not wearing guards. I mean, I used to. I even have the A-Star guards for my elbows. I just haven't been wearing them. And it's on my mind now as I'm about to descend, like descend down Landslide. I know there's a lot of loose rock here. And in my mind, I'm like, oh man, I should have brought your elbow guards. So it's just really interesting how it's lingering with me right now. Trying to just kind of push that out of my mind and just ride like I know how to ride. But I just felt like it was important to like acknowledge that little tumble, though I thought it was funny and like it was what it was, and here's the clip and whatever. It's still like lingering in the back of my mind. So, all right, top of Landslide, downhill. God, this trail is so cool. It's such a cool trail because you just don't even have to ride it fast. You can just cruise, float through these corners. Like that berm, oh, so much fun. Not many corners like that in the Boise foothills. Ooh, that didn't sound good. I gotta get into a lower gear. I forgot about this corner. Hey, out. Woo! Forgot about this. That's it. Landslide Trail, one of my favorites. Oh, I forgot to get out of the gear. So when I first came to check out this trail, this is the spot where Redtail meets the road. And I thought, man, I'll just come out and park right here. Like, look at all this. You can just park here. And then not have to climb up and over this big old ridge right here. Well, the reality is that this is a rich, uppity community, and what do they have all over this area? No parking signs. So I'm not sure if it's like a county ordinance or if like you'll get towed or ticketed, but I can tell you the locals do it. There's a vehicle right there parked on the road. And then up the hill a little ways, there's another vehicle parked on the road. So, I don't know, do it at your own risk, I guess. I've never done it. I've just incorporated loops around this ridge so that I don't have to worry about my vehicle getting towed or ticketed. So, that's that. The more you know. Okay, if I'm being honest, this is the worst part about Landslide Trail. At the end of it, you climb up to the road, and then you got this stupid trail on Redtail that just goes straight up between the roads. It runs perpendicular to the two roadways. It's short, it's not bad, but I don't know, it's like maybe a 15% grade for that little bit there. But it's enough to wake you up if you're tired. And then you come over to the other road and cut across. Whew. Okay, so we're going back on Redtail. This is the north side of the loop. It overlooks the parking lot. I know you can't tell, but just to my left, right there, is where I'm parked. And the parking lot is full. It's not a bad descent. I just don't really like it because the other side is so much more fun in comparison. But if I'm being completely honest, I am pretty gassed after all that. And I gotta check in for my flight in 10 minutes. So I wanna get back down to the car so I can do it there and not on the trail. And when I crashed the other day, really tweaked my lower back. The joys of being almost 40. And it really has not bothered me at all, like unless I'm like sitting down or leaning against something. But that whole descent on Landslide, whenever I'd get into the attack position, man, it was screaming at me. That's lookout loop to my right. We're not gonna go that way, obviously, because we're going downhill. So like right now, like I'm elbows up, hips loose, on the balls of my feet, and my lower back is just like, hello. So I'm gonna need to do some stretches and work on that, because it is not a great feeling when descending. And I just realized I didn't unlock my rear suspension. Alright, that's where we started. Make our little turn. Oh, hey, I should go check out the little bike park. Do I got time before my flight? I think so. Okay, I've heard about this little jump park, but I've never actually been over here to check it out. Doesn't look like anything's gapped. It looks like it's all tabletops. Oh, it's a little soft in here though. Hidden Springs area. Little pump there on the left. Some over there, a little pump track on the right. All right, let's check it out. Oh, they look like they need a little love. Still though, they seem decent. Nice. Yeah, they could definitely use some love. Huh, cool. Make note of that. All right, well, that's it. We checked out the little bike park. Now we're headed back. Parking lot, and then we'll get out of here. So, thanks for riding along with me.